everyone, thank you so much for coming today. For our first event, we wanted to do something that really resonated with us as a company as well. And one of the things Aneeqa and I have always been really surprised about is actually the lack of kind of recognition of the entrepreneurial nature of the design industry, and specifically interior designers. So that we start at the beginning and really talk about kind of what started you off on the journey, and when did you actually decide to go from kind of having an idea in your head to starting your company?
I just thought, this is it, I'm going to change, I need to get out. And part of the issues I had anyway working within that practice was everything was quite formulaic. I felt that actually I could pick up a pen and I knew what it was going to look like even before I started designing, because there was a palette, there was a process. And I think sometimes in the design industry, that's the wrong way to go. You know, I truly believe that actually everything should be bespoke. They should have some sort of strategic commercial vision around what you're doing.
People think they've got the $1 million idea and they go and they produce, 100,000 jars of peanut butter and go to Sainsbury's and they're like, I've got 100,000 jars of peanut butter, and Sainsbury's like, I don't want your peanut butter, and you're stuck with all that stock. So what we did was we only made to order for the first 2.5 years. And it's only in the last year of launching into John Lewis and House of Fraser across the UK that we had to take that plunge into really campaign planning.
Actually, you can't really plan too much because you've got to move with where things take you, and you've obviously done that super well now in terms of figuring out, this idea has legs, let's build more, let's only make to order so that we don't have to invest in too much stock. Aron, I think with you and I are probably a little bit more similar in that it's hard to do that with a technology business because it takes a long time and people to actually build the software, but still the agility that you need in terms of figuring out, is this something that does have legs or doesn't have legs, and if it doesn't, changing it is something that I think everyone needs to do.
When do you feel is the kind of turning point to when you had to go from basically doing everything as the founder to divvying up roles more?
You need to kind of be a bit blind in terms of thinking, yeah, I'm just going to go for it and it's going to work, and just keep going at it until it basically does work. And so for me, it was never a case of, this turning point means I'm like, yes, let's go for it. It's more, let's just make it work. And if we put smart minds, a great attitude, a great culture in terms of the team into it, it will work. And that's basically how we thought about it.
So I forced myself into business school, and it actually taught me some of the fundamentals. It allowed me to focus, and it allowed me to specialise. And so as a designer, I was trying to do everything for everyone. And I went back and I suddenly realised that I only enjoy everything connected to food and drink. And I like the culture, I love everything to do with hospitality, and I decided that's all I'm going to do. And it took me a bit of time, but I saw 3-fold to 5-fold growth in my business since then.
We've got investors and customers who ask us all sorts of things. Can you do funerals? Like, can you ship flowers to New Zealand? And I'll pay expedited shipping, and I don't mind how much it costs, I just want them to get there. Or knowing when to say no, and just allowing yourself to say yes for a really small number of things that you're saying because you're confident you can do them really well, rather than because somebody asked, and so you sort of feel like you have to say yes to everything. It's really important.
For me, it's the people that's the most important element. It's not so much now how many bums on seats I've got, it's actually the progression of the designers that work for Blacksheep. And it's actually seeing how they develop.
It's like going to school. The only reason you like going to school is because you want to see your friends. The only reason you like going to work is because you're getting to do something fun and be around people you really like. And everyone in the office will probably say that I'm incredibly distracting and they wish I was there less. But I love the team, and if they didn't love what they were doing, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I think it's something that you just need to think about every single day, actually every single day. And if you're not happy going into, even if it's a 2-person office, or a 4-person office, or a 10-person office, or whatever it is, something's up. Because if you're not happy, no one else is going to be happy.
It's very easy to take your culture for granted and assume that everybody is just going to carry on loving working there because they love working there now. And actually it's something that you need to invest in all the time, and it can be easy to let that be the thing that drops out of your busy schedule when you've got meetings and deadlines and targets and stuff like that.
You've got to have that energy and passion, and you've got to be enjoying what you're doing. And it is back to where we've started this conversation. And trying to get that culture, you constantly got to work on it, absolutely.